Yeah. All right.
All right, so we good to go.
Yeah, let's get it. All right, so what y'all want to start with, man? Let's chop it up about a few things, current events, what's going on in the world.
Yeah, shit. R.I.P. Fred the Godson, man.
Yeah. Little background on that. I actually spoke to I'm not gonna name names. Cause that's their personal business, and obviously somebody's passed. But I spoke to two individuals that are very close to him. Prior to his passing, and they were told. I'm not gonna say they told me, but I believe they were told that he was getting better, or he wasn't. His condition was getting worse. That's why the shit hit me so off guard when he passed.
Yeah.
Because literally the day before, I was told. No, I'm lying. 2 days before, I was told he's not getting any worse. He's still on a ventilator. He's still not breathing on his own, but his condition isn't getting any worse, which was in my mind a good sign. You know what I mean? I literally wake up yesterday to 6 messages, 3 asking me if he passed and 3 telling me he passed.
God damn.
2 emails from people I know that work at hip hop outlets asking me to confirm his passing, which I thought was crazy. Like, you know what I mean? But you know, niggas got to get their clicks. I get it, whatever. And so that shit just really like took me aback. But you know what I mean? Definitely one of the best lyricists I've ever heard. I was blessed and privileged to actually see his whole grind from the ground up, from the beginning. A lot of people don't know Fred in the Bronx. I'm gonna say Fred was one of the niggas that really innovated battle rap. Like, Fred was running around the Bronx and Harlem tearing niggas' heads off. Pause. You know what I mean? Like, that was his thing. Like, for a good 2 years, Fred was battling everything moving, and he was getting busy.
You know what's crazy? I heard his name before I even heard music from him. Like, just as far as battle rap, like, he was one of them people that was, like, outside.
That's what he was known for.
After I heard that, I started hearing the music.
If I'm going to give 2 people just from up here, because truth be told, battle rapping as we know it in New York City, even before camera, it was a Bronx and a Harlem thing. There was a few Brooklyn niggas doing it, a few Queens niggas doing it, but it was mostly a Bronx and Harlem thing.
Yeah, definitely.
The 2 niggas that really pioneered that shit in terms of just being known for it, like they were like 2 people that had a face next to the definition of battle rap, it would be Fred the God and T-Rex.
Yeah.
And you had to, and if you're not from that time, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you're from that time, you know exactly what I mean. Those were the 2 dudes that were running around relentlessly, like literally running around, battling everything and moving.
Yeah, yeah.
And quick little story. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I found out Fred rapped.
Okay.
I was working summer youth. I think I'm 15, 16 at this time. Fred lived on Fox Street. I lived on Southern Boulevard, about 4 blocks away from each other, 3 or 4 blocks. But I had to walk through his hood to get to my crib. I'm walking home from work.
Yeah, that's close by the shelter I was working at.
Yep. Walking home from work one day, I stopped at the store I stopped at the little store they had over there to get some candy, and I seen one of his man Ra, and it was riding like 3, 4 other niggas, and I'm like, yo, what's up? Where y'all niggas going? And like, yo, they was like, yo, Fat Fred about the battle. That's what we know him as in the hood, Fat Fred. He was like, because we had like 3 Freds in the hood. So, you know what I mean? They was like, yo, Fat Fred is about the battle. And I'm like, what you mean Fat Fred about the battle? He about, you know, I'm like, what the fuck you mean? Y'all about to get a pop? You about to fight? What y'all mean? He like, nah. Some nigga such and such from, I think they was going to Cyprus or some shit like that. And that was when I found out he rapped. I didn't know he rapped.
Okay.
And then from there, I just kept hearing his name, like, yo, Fat Fred over here, like, and they, like, you just, like, if you was in the streets, you just kept hearing his name, like, Fat Fred just tore this nigga, like, that was just his thing. Like, he was really, one thing I loved about Fred the God, he had a immense passion for rapping.
Okay.
That's all he wanted to do in life, is rap. Like, that's just what he loved to do. The boy will sit in front of you and rap for hours if you let him. That's what he loved to do, is rap. Like, I feel like if you ever know somebody that was put on this earth to do one thing, the one thing he was put on this earth to do was rap.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So all the love you seeing, well deserved.
Yeah.
Because as an MC, everybody respected him.
Yeah. Definitely. I seen French post with him. I seen a few people post with him.
Jim Jones.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, damn near the whole industry. Fab, DJ Khaled, P-Rock, you name them, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely was known industry-wise.
Yeah, if you were from the realm of hip-hop, they posted him. DJ Premier, they posted him, man, because his as a lyricist, he was highly respected.
Yeah, yeah. And he had that real New York style, like that style was like, he didn't try to sound like a Southern artist, like he kept it straight up NYC, what an NYC lyricist is supposed to be.
And even beyond that, like, you know, he had a little run on the radio. Like, he had the Too Fat record that was on the radio for a little minute. He had the So Crazy record. And this is when So Crazy is literally, no pun intended, is going crazy on the radio. Like, literally going nuts on the radio. That shit was being played every 5 minutes by every DJ. And even in the middle of that, he still came to do my little old radio show. You know what I mean? Which, you know, he actually, like, this is me, right? When I know somebody has, like, bigger and better things going on, I'm not going to tell you to stop what you're doing. I'm never going to tell you, yo, fuck High 97, come to my shit. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So that wasn't me. He actually, we bumped into each other in the studio one day. He was like, yo, nigga, what you, Hollywood? You're going to never invite me to your show? And I was like, all right, back, come through. And he came. That was just, he was just that kind of nigga. He was just that kind of genuine individual. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. And I'm not saying that because he's passed. You know what I mean? That it is what it is. That's just how he was. Like, Fred was one of them niggas. If you had something bad to say about Fred, you just a miserable motherfucker. Like, see, niggas like me and you, we assholes, so we understand when people don't like us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But a nigga like him, if you didn't like a nigga like him, you just was a miserable person, because he really.
I never seen him in no controversy, no type of, like, I never seen anybody say nothing bad about Fred.
And even a little bit of things he would get into, he would keep it so low key.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like he would keep it so low key. He had a bunch of soldiers that would do whatever he told them to do. He would always he would never get crazy with shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, that's really, you know, I got a lot more shit. Like I said, I'm gonna bring back the recap we did. Still got that in the archives.
You know what? I just realized I have it. I have it up on my channel. Because somebody had went back and actually commented on it, because they put
you still got it up here?
Yeah. What I was doing at the time. Remember all the stuff we were shooting, like
I would tell you can throw it on your joint too.
Yeah. Just to have it as a reference. Like, I didn't tag it, but I just had it like public, just as a reference. Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I think a lot of people don't really understand, like, how from the grassroots level far we go back in this game.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, I get it now. There's a lot of people who came along and they feel like they're doing the most amazing of amazing things in battle rap. I totally get it. But a lot of niggas don't know how embedded into this shit a lot of people, like, really come from in this game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, niggas be like, yeah, that's why I be laughable when people be like, well, who the fuck is Peso, nigga? I suggest you do your research, because I go pretty far back into battle rap. Like, I'm talking about from when you niggas was in diapers.
Yeah.
Like,
we got what, like 10 years in at this point? That Smack and Beasley interview, was that 9 years?
8, 9 joints now. They first ever on camera interview ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
on camera interview together.
That was
2012, 2011, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
And you got to remember, at that point, Smack had utterly refused to do interviews.
Yeah.
Like, he jumped on probably a couple of things here and there, but he would never do an interview.
That's true. They were definitely not doing interviews at that time.
Nah, like, we spearheaded that. We made that happen. You understand what I'm saying? Like, And man, listen, I got stories for days. I'll probably put them all in a book one day, but I definitely got a bunch of stories.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna tell a story about how the Arsenal school. I know exactly where the Arsenal school bus driver shit came from. I know where I was there
Wow.
when that started, and I'll put that story out one day. It's a funny ass story. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Don't be like Angie Martinez holding on to the Pac tapes and not giving it up like 25 years down the line.
Yeah, I still don't understand why she didn't release the interview back at that time. I don't.
She said that, a lot of stuff was said in the interview that a lot of people, would have gotten hurt emotionally, physically, or for
But that's always been my problem with Angie. Like, I don't like, me personally, I don't like non-objective people who do media.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't like people, like, salute to her, she's a legend, but I can't fuck with people who try to be everybody's friend.
Yeah.
Because you gotta be, when you decide to put the media hat on, you gotta be non-biased.
I feel you.
Yeah.
It is what it is. That's just what it is. You gotta be subjective, you gotta be objective, you gotta be non-biased, you gotta be brutally honest.
And unfortunately, when you're brutally honest in today's battle rap climate, people get mad.
Well, but you know what? That's what makes who we are so beautiful, because we don't give a fuck about being anybody's friend.
We don't. We really don't.
You know what I mean? Like, that's why when we do what we do, it don't matter, because we don't lose no sleep over anybody being mad at us.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we can be honest, and I love being that way. Honestly, that's an amazing thing to be, to know that you can say what you want, when you want, how you want, and you don't give a fuck about how anybody feel about it.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I couldn't be some of these people who walk around holding their tongues and hiding their faces. I couldn't do it.
Man, listen, those are people that lose sleep at night. I sleep great at night.
I couldn't do it, son. Like, I couldn't do it, my nigga. Like, I couldn't live life feeling like I can't say what I want because of somebody else.
Yeah.
All right, but so you're never gonna know when to draw the line.
No, always. It's never from a place of malice or disrespect. Like, it's never a time when we are just attacking people for the sake of just wanting to be disrespectful. But the truth is the fucking truth.
If you, I mean, I guess you got to reference a recent situation. If you look at my blogs about Boom, I never disrespected him. I just said straight up, yo, this is what the situation is. You need to show the paperwork to prove otherwise. That's just it.
And that's just like, that's just what it is. Like, and niggas get mad at you for saying it, because that's what it is.
Okay.
That's
the way you made it sound. You made it sound like, oh, I'm just gonna go all in.
No. In terms of speaking truth to power, it is what it is.
Okay. I completely understand.
Basically, what I'm saying is, the reason why we can't speak the truth is because we have no problem. We have no fear of consequences or repercussions.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, nobody, listen, when you don't need nobody for nothing, nobody can't take anything away from you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
And that's just what it is. Like, it's the reason why I could be so honest is because I don't need nobody for nothing.
I feel you. That's completely commendable.
But when you have things that attach to other things, then yeah, you have to hold your tongue, because you have that fear of something being taken away from you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I fear, like, a lot. That's the problem with a lot of society right now, is because, if you work for a network, and let's just say, there's a hot topic going on, and because of your network's affiliation with the person in the center of that story, you can't fully tell the story that you want to tell.
Unless you're independent.
Yeah, that's the only time.
Like, when
if you work for a place like Fox News, you're not going to just go on there and just, start talking crazy.
No. You're going to go. Nowadays, every news channel has a separate agenda.
Yeah.
So you're number one, you're reporting based off of what their agenda is. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
Two, it's corporate America. So there's a line in the sand there. So you can't cross that line in the corporate world, or you out of there.
That's true.
But and listen, I'm not bad. If that's what you sign up for, more power to you. I'm not bashing nobody for their positions in life. I can only speak on my own.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's another thing that tends to get confused, is that when we speak based off of our own personal beliefs, views, and values, people tend to think we're trying to bash other people. That's not the fact.
Nah, we just speak from a place of morals and principle, and you know, there's certain stuff that people be debating that shouldn't be debated. Like some stuff is just clear as day, black and white. It's no gray area.
But niggas tend to act like we mad, like not upset about a motherfucking thing
at all.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, this shit is all shits and giggles to us. You know what I'm saying? But that's not gonna stop us from speaking what it is. I mean, shit. I can only call it how I see it.
Yeah.
If the sky's blue, it's motherfucking blue. What you want me to say? It's orange just to please your feelings?
Nah, but it's a different world that we're living in. Because I even just looking at certain news stories and the way that it was reported, or anything that happened back in the 90s, I feel like even the jokes were more raunchy, were more in your face. Now it's like, oh, we don't want to upset this group. We don't want to upset this group. And it's just like, nobody can really be who they truly are.
Yeah, like the Eddie Murphys and the Richard Pryors. Oh, man, they would be getting fried today.
Oh, nigga, who you telling? Who you telling? Like, nigga, it's bad when people are getting mad at comedians for jokes.
Yeah.
Bring up old jokes from like 2010 and stuff like that.
When it's like really getting to that point to where people are sensitive at a comedian for telling jokes, it's really bad. But let's go back, because I want to go back to something you just said, though, when you was like, yo, niggas was getting mad at you about the boom shit. One niggas was like, yo, you chasing clout. This is one of the things I don't understand about battle rap. In order for you to chase clout, there has to be some sort of clout that you could get off the situation.
Yeah.
What clout can you get off of speaking about Adibon? I'm being serious right now. Like, maybe I don't know. Like, maybe he's lit somewhere that I don't know, but I'm asking, what clout can you get off of speaking about that man?
Man, listen, speaking on him has done nothing for me.
So, no, like people like tend to like take terms and have no idea of the representation of those terms.
Yeah.
In order for somebody to chase clout, there has to be some sort of clout to be gained off of that person.
Something.
It's not like you're gonna get a call from TMZ and say, "Hey, we need you."
I haven't got
what is there to gain?
Oh, we're about to give you your own YouTube channel. We saw that boom blog. You're about to make that
it's like funny as shit when niggas who got nothing going on in life like you hating. All right, well, let's start there. What exactly am I hating on? What do you have going on in life that I'm hating on?
And to be the niggas who defend him, and they probably ain't sent that man $1 while he was locked up, talking to me. Like, who done probably sent him the most bread?
But my nigga, I tell you all the time, you gotta understand the level of niggas you talking to.
Yeah.
Like, once you peep that, it makes sense. Like, oh, that's what he gonna say. Because that's the level. Because he most likely he would have probably did the same thing.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, 90% of these niggas today are not built to do 10, 15 years, my nigga. They're not built for it. They probably built to go do the crime, but they're not built to do that time.
Yeah.
And that's when the snitching comes along. You understand what I'm saying? When them niggas start talking them football numbers at you, them double-digit numbers, niggas ain't built for that. So that's just where that comes from. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, the little nigga fumbled through the whole shit. Like, the little nigga from the beginning, the nigga lost me when he said he didn't know his co-defendants. He lost me right there.
You don't know your like, come on.
He said he didn't even know who the niggas was when that paperwork first came out.
If you ain't know what it was, should have said that when you were signing that statement.
So it's like, all right, we can start there. Then,
Yeah.
Then he said the paperwork is fake. It's on the New Jersey state government website. Now, for and I'm speaking to the few niggas who understand what I'm talking about, because the majority of these niggas don't have I'm talking a foreign language to the majority of these niggas. But for the few niggas who understand what I'm talking about, motherfucker, do you know what you gotta do you know what a .gov is? You cannot pay for a .gov. Anything you see on any site that says .gov is certified, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't just get thrown one of those.
Right. Like, they don't even give them shits out to civilians. So it's like, you see that shit on there, because that's the first thing I did was, all right, well, this shit might be bullshit. Let me put in the docket number. The docket number comes right up on the New Jersey state government website.
Yeah.
So that's authentic.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Then you read through the shit. I mean, Stevie Wonder can see what the shit say. I mean, but okay, let's say you're not smart enough to comprehend or understand what's being written. Cool. Fuck all that, right? Let's get to the next step. You know what I mean? Because we got to remember, there was a point in time when he said the paperwork was fake. All right, now that we done proven it's real. You know what I mean? It actually exists. Okay, let's go to the next step. Your own co-defendant said you told.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, so that came
like,
out?
What came out?
That the co-defendant said that he told?
Yeah, I'm the one that hit him up.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
that got put out there public. He said that.
Of course, I didn't get the credit. Everybody blogging about, oh, his co-defendant said this. They're not saying, who actually put it out, but I'm the one who put that out.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't gonna call him and let him sit on the phone and lie to me.
Wow. Okay.
So that's what that is. You know what I mean? And I could go on and on and on. It's like, clearly this boy ain't got no solid niggas around him, because nobody clearly is giving this nigga any type of good advice.
Nope. He got
like
that in Montana.
That stupid ass video he put out was like the dumbest shit you could ever do in this situation.
Oh my God.
Like, so it's like, you look at shit like that, you could say clearly this nigga ain't got no real niggas around him.
At all.
Clearly. Like, I don't even know who he was talking to, but I bet you they was some clown ass battle rap niggas.
Yeah.
They didn't even know what to do in this situation, because they ain't never been in this type of situation before. You know what I'm saying? Then he said he couldn't get his paperwork, even though he was sitting in front of a lawyer.
That one really got to me. It was just like, really?
Your lawyer, not even your lawyer, any lawyer, period,
can pull up,
should be able to pull up paperwork in 5 minutes. That is the least of their duties. That's like walking into McDonald's and asking somebody to put salt on the French fries.
Yeah.
It's really that simple.
Yeah, that's true.
There is no way you could walk into any lawyer's office and not get your paperwork.
Because somebody I know that does work at law firms, when stuff like this pops up, he tends to get his hands on anything.
Yeah, all you need is the docket number.
Yeah.
And even if you don't have the docket number, he should be able to pull the shit up with your name. He has those resources.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So it's like I said, son fumbled through the whole shit. Like, he fumbled. And it's like I said, I don't even know why he going this hard to try to redeem himself in a game where you could be a fuck nigga all day anyway. I don't even get it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you could be anything you want in this game.
I think that what surprised me, for me personally, knowing the kind of person that Boom was, he was always like a A1 official. And then when I saw that, even though that's not my lifestyle, I've never really been in the streets and, doing all that. But I know that there's a certain code that needs to be followed in every place that you do business in. So you must follow that code. And
that's sad that you're a civilian and you know that code.
No, but it's just like, for me, regardless of what job I'm doing, I'm going to continue following those codes. So if that is a lifestyle that you have chosen, there's a code of conduct wherever you go. So, this is what happens when you break that.
Especially in the commission of committing a crime.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nobody told you to go in that house.
Like there was no.
And let me tell you something. This is for all you dumbass niggas out there, for all you stupid motherfuckers. You don't have to take the stand to be a rat. Let me put this in layman's terms for you so you can understand this. Because I'm hearing these stupid niggas talking about discoveries and all kinds of dumb shit. My nigga, listen. When you sign up to go commit a crime or do any type of criminal activity, saying or doing anything, no matter how minor it is, to either implicate who the people you did the crime with or to lessen your role in the commission of that crime is fucking ratting. Period.
Yep.
End of fucking discussion. I don't care what you did. I don't give a fuck if you said something as simple as it was his mother's car. That's ratting.
Yes. Yep.
Period. Like, I don't understand. The shit that frustrates me is like, I don't understand what is so hard to understand about that.
It's.
You got a bunch of people under that freestyle putting fire emojis and all that. Like, the hell?
But like I said, those people, I'm not expecting them to understand.
Those are people who are probably just looking, who just looked at it and just said, okay, what he said is fire.
No.
But
these are people who, first of all, you should understand the situation and what's going on. It's already been proven that you told. So until you unprove that you told, then you shouldn't be rapping.
And I never seen a nigga take this long to get his paperwork. I ain't never seen this before.
That's a long time, though.
I mean, my thing is this. He stalled for a month. This is the thing. The battle happened February 29th. He was in the lawyer office 3 days later. Mm-hmm. And then when did Corona start? March 20-something?
March 16.
Around there. So
yeah.
you had at least another 2 or 3 weeks to get your paperwork. You didn't get it. And now you're saying, oh, I'll get it when Corona's over.
And let's take it even a step further on some street nigga shit. And once again, I'm not expecting 90% of you niggas to understand what I'm talking about. But as a street nigga, when you got a case with that many co-defendants, when you got a case with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever co-defendants, and you one of the first niggas to come home from that case, the first thing you doing is hitting the block with your paperwork. Because you know why? When you the first nigga to come home, the streets is automatically gonna think you ratted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They off rip, no matter whether you did it or not. If you got 4 or 5 co-Ds and you come home first, the first thing the block gonna start whispering, yeah, that nigga told. So that's the first thing you doing is hitting the block with your paperwork.
Like you're using whatever was left from your commentary and going to the library and printing it out.
Nah, you should have it, really.
A lot
of times you should have it when you leave.
Again, I'm a civilian. Never done that.
When you walk out, most niggas walk out with their paper. Me personally, this might just be me. I've never known a nigga not to walk out from a bed with his paperwork.
Okay. So it's given to you and you know your instructions, whatever you got to do.
They say they be having paperwork parties in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they sit at the table during like the mess hall or whatever and with the paperwork, like, you know.
And you don't even say nothing. You just show niggas the shit. Let them read it, and that they determine what it is.
Yeah.
If your shit come back clean, it come back clean. If it don't, it don't.
The first of all, the paperwork, when you hand it to somebody, you should be handing it to them with full confidence. You don't have to explain anything.
You ain't got to say nothing.
What happened?
Wow.
You ain't got to say nothing. Just here, boom. You read it. Tell me what you think. Mm-hmm. You ain't got to say nothing. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen a nigga come home that had 4 co-defendants and he come home without his paperwork. What?
Right.
I ain't never heard of that before.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That shit sound funny to me. Like that's just me. But like I said, you can't expect a certain type of nigga to understand anything we talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the difference. See, the thing with you is, and I know a lot of times you just be fucking with these niggas, but you really like be talking with these niggas as if they know what you talking about.
But
listen, man. I'll be expecting common sense to break through somewhere, but it don't.
I'll be telling you, my nigga, like, yo, you speaking a foreign language to these niggas. They don't know what you talking about. But niggas who know, like, you can't. That shit don't work with niggas who know though.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't pull that story in my hood.
Listen, man, it's so many people that I done spoke to since then, even people that used to publicly rock with him that then told me, they don't want to get involved on the public front and say whatever, but niggas know. Niggas
Yeah,
know.
like I said, I don't know, man. I'm from the South Bronx, 149th Southern Boulevard. You couldn't pull that story in my hood. Go ahead.
But on a more serious note, like the prison systems are being ravaged with this coronavirus, even as local as Rikers Island, with 373 inmates testing positive and
Yeah, crazy.
790 corrections officers and staff testing positive with the virus.
Yeah, but then you know what? And I sympathize with that. But my thing is what are they gonna do? Let everybody out?
I mean, they have let out all the non-violent offenders, even though they let them out. And then like 2 weeks later, I heard a few of them have already been rearrested for new crimes. So, it's not just happening in New York, it's happening in other states and in other countries where they have released to kind of lessen the population. They released some of the criminals, told them to shelter in place somewhere, and then they go and commit other crimes, and now they've been rearrested. So it's like a revolving door.
But my whole thing with the jail system is like, because I seen Taxstone have wrote a statement pretty much saying, how it's like certain mistreatment, when it comes to the whole coronavirus and COVID-19 thing. But I mean, when you're in jail, how much good treatment can you really expect to get?
Especially for a nigga that's in jail for fucking murder.
Yeah.
I mostly feel bad for the people who have gone to jail for
stupid shit.
Yeah, like fraud.
No, didn't they release a lot of those people though, right?
Yeah, those are the people that I'm talking about, like the people who committed fraud.
Yeah, but my nigga, if you like YNW Melly, where you trying to petition to the court based off of you having this shit, nigga, you forgot you went in for a double fucking homicide?
And
that's true. That is true.
And that is why they're trying to get. I know Kimbella was trying to get Joel's out of there, but I don't know if that's gonna happen based off of.
Well, that was a gun charge though.
Yeah, he was a gun charge, a federal joint in the airport, but Elsa be home anyway. Elsa be home in I think the summer. I think July, August, some shit like that.
Oh, okay, so
yeah, Elsa be home soon anyway.
Yeah, he only has 2 more months.
So he probably get some kind of early release or something anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you only got to do 85%.
But it's really crazy how intense this virus has been in this world, with all the businesses shut down, and it's really crazy for me. And I know a lot of people are suffering. A lot of the people who are self-employed, whether you have a barbershop, whether you have a hair salon, whether you have a tattoo shop, whether you have like all the small businesses in the African American community.
Yeah.
Because and I'm hoping with the $500 billion that the Senate passed today, that some of you guys are able to get that relief.
Well, yeah, they need to start really giving them to fucking small businesses, not fucking Ruth Chris and Shake Shack. Like, them shits really need to
I
start
commend Shake Shack for returning the $10 million. They gave that money back.
If they really returned it.
Well, they said publicly that they were going to return it. So if you say something publicly,
I've seen that shit, but we'll see.
But
but yeah,
so
they need to get that shit to small
businesses. How's the family
businesses.
out in Atlanta? Are they going outside?
Yeah, everybody good on my end, thank God. You know what I mean?
No, but are they going outside? Because Atlanta's supposed to be open today.
Yeah, nah. They keeping it low. They keeping it low.
That's crazy. They open in Atlanta today?
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of them businesses out there, especially the small black businesses, they said they're not opening anyway. They not. niggas down there think of that shit like a hoodwink right now. Niggas think they playing games with them or some shit like that. So niggas ain't even fucking with it.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's even when you know you're messed up when the president says that it's not a good idea.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the numbers just got to get to a certain point for it to even be feasible.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like at this point, it's really just a numbers game. Like, when we still seeing hundreds of deaths a day, it's not a good time to be thinking about opening up no fucking businesses. We need to figure out how to save lives.
Yeah, that's my main concern. Like I said, even when they say like, yo, we can go back out again, I need a grace period. I need a good like 3 months or something because I
Right.
know the shit's gonna go back up. Like, nah.
Yeah, it's just like I said, the shit just got to become a feasible kind of situation, and two, they got to get some fucking medicine out here to combat this shit. Like, it's kind of crazy where, you know, from what I'm hearing, that people who work in hospitals, that all they giving people is Tylenol and water. Like, they really don't have nothing to combat this shit. Like,
And the thing is, from my perspective and because I watch the news like every day. I wake up, I turn it on just to see what's going on. Because I feel like, you know, the more information I have, the more I understand what's going on. And this virus is ever changing. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. And it may come into you, God forbid, and you may not even feel anything. But then
right.
you go, when you hang out with your brother starts, you know, the chest, he can't feel his chest, he can't breathe, he has a fever, he's throwing up, he has diarrhea, whatever. And then he goes to somebody else, say his girlfriend or something, and she is, you know, she is delirious, she is confused, she has a stroke, God forbid, like all those things off of that one virus. And you still good, you Gucci, you normal,
Yeah,
you like, yo.
well, I mean, I think that's the scariest thing about it is it's an invisible disease. And I know all diseases are invisible. What I'm saying is you can literally catch this shit from anywhere. At least you know you have to have certain prerequisites to get HIV, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to have certain prerequisites to get syphilis or tuberculosis or these things. Like, you know that. Like, you just can't get HIV from touching somebody. This shit, you could get it from touch, taste, smell. Like, you could get this shit literally from just anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what makes it so crazy.
And it's like when the top rated doctors who went to school for 25 years can't give me a direct answer, I'm like, great, we are fucked.
Yeah. And that's just what a lot of people just grabbing at straws because don't nobody really know what the fuck they talking about. You know what I mean? And everybody just day by day just grabbing at straws, just trying to get to a solution. But you know, motherfuckers need to pick up the pace, man, because there's way too many people out here getting sick and dying from this shit, and it's ridiculous.
But they did start this week. I don't know if you heard about the antibody test that they're doing.
Yeah, they trying to guinea pig some niggas.
They found
that's really what it is.
No, but it's just like I don't know if anyone who's watching this is diabetic. It's just like when you're testing your blood sugar. It's just a prick on the finger. They take a little bit of your blood, they put it on the thing, and it says whether you have the antibodies. Now, they are discovering that out of the whole population, 13.9%, which is in the millions of the population of New York City, has had this virus. And some of them didn't even know. So this virus, in essence, has been circulating around this country probably November. California, definitely in November. That's when it started circulating in California. In New York, we kind of had the first little influx, January, late December, early January.
Got you.
Walking around asymptomatic, thinking that they had the regular flu.
Because now what's going on, and I think a lot of people are going back and checking like previous medical records, and they checking patterns and comparing it to what's going on now and saying, wait a minute, this person ain't have the flu back then. They had corona.
Yeah, man, but I don't know, bro. Like, we gotta circle back on all this stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, is it like because I don't know, man. There's just so much shit there. Told every day, you don't know
Are you
what's
okay?
what.
Are you about to cough? You want to cough?
Nah, I'm good.
I was about to say, hold on.
Yeah, y'all might have gave me that shit just now. Some other shit though, man. I mean, what's going on with them with the quarantine battles, man? Them shit's been any good?
I've been watching the RBE joints. Them joints been fire.
Yeah.
Them joints been
The
fire.
video joints?
Huh?
The video joints?
Yeah. I feel like with those, everybody doing their best to get in a like real creative bag. Like I had watched them recap like the first wave of joints they dropped. I gotta catch up on the joints that they just recently started dropping.
Only joint I seen was Blue Cocaine joint.
Mm-hmm.
Her shit was crazy.
Yeah, hers was retarded.
Shorty got a lot of spunk potential, a lot of pizzazz. She got that it factor. You know what I mean? She comes to all the Trap Atlanta events, so me and her chopping up all the time.
Okay.
Shorty definitely got she got a head on her shoulders, man. I definitely want to see her do very well in this game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's somebody definitely to keep an eye out on. Who else joined? That's the only joint I really saw, and I only seen it because somebody sent it to me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm just not the biggest fan of the video battles, but it is what it is. I guess, niggas got to keep the content going. I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wasn't really neither because even the URL joints, like I just didn't see anything that gave me any motivation to go watch them. Like I didn't watch the Mike P and Tay Rock. I didn't watch the JC and Drugs. Like I don't know. It's just.
Well, you have to also understand right now, like a lot of people are. Well, for me personally, I'm realizing that I need that crowd to be able to interact with when I'm watching a battle. Even if I'm watching it on my phone, while I'm laid up in the house or at an actual event, I need the crowd. Like
the crowd always been a big part of the battle. Even when we was on the block, the crowd was one of the main.
That's why I can't really get into like the battles that they're doing right now.
Yeah, well, with me, I think the main issue is that when I look at the URL matchups, the matchups just don't make sense. Like I don't know where Mike P versus Tay Rock comes from. Like I don't see, like when I look at the names, I don't know. Like it's like why.
I mean, I guess they just put everyone's name in a bowl and just picked
like JC versus Drugs. I don't know where that makes
sense. First of all, their styles don't even match.
That's what I'm saying. But when I see, the RBE joints like Ill Will versus T-Rex, that's a matchup I would really want to see.
Yeah, because they're aggression versus aggression.
What else? Quantum Physics versus Chef Trez. Two guys who lyrical as hell. That makes sense. J400 versus.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, B. This nigga T-Rex could talk himself out of paper bag, man. Like, yo, that interview he did with Uncle Al was probably the funniest shit.
But why does he recycle his bars though?
Because he said why. He said because that's the school that he comes from.
Yo, the nigga actually made it. Like you left that interview like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, that shit made sense though, yo. Like he actually made that shit make sense. Like,
yo, Rex is really a Harlem nigga.
Yo, Rex is a Harlem nigga for real. That nigga could talk his ass off, yo.
He definitely made it make sense.
That is a Harlem nigga for real, yo.
When a battle rapper in 2020 can make it make sense as to why they recycle their bars, yeah.
Wait, I think Uncle Ross said, yo, why you keep on recycling your stuff? And he said, wait, whose is it? I think he said something like that.
Yeah,
right?
he even said it in the battle. When he battled Rob B on UW, he was like, yo, it's my bars. Who I'm steal from myself.
No, but here's the thing. Niggas gotta know, Rex been doing that since day one, though.
That's true.
Like Rex, but then again, they all used to do that. Jay Mills used to have this fuck you pause, this fuck you scheme, or he would always kill niggas with. Matter of fact, he used it against E. Ness.
Yeah.
On Making a Band. Where he's like, fuck your mother, fuck your father, fuck. He had ran through so many niggas with that. It used to be his finish round. That was like his super kick. Like, that was like his finisher round.
Yeah.
And that was something niggas just used to do. Rex just has brung it into this new day.
But listen,
now,
I remember back in the day, there was a video on YouTube, and I don't know, people from the early days of YouTube will remember this. It was called Murder Mook Recycles. It was 2 videos of it. And it was all of the rounds that he recycled that he was using on different DVDs. So he go to Philly, battle this guy, use this verse. He go to Jersey, battle this guy, and be using the same verse. And they had a whole compilation video of all his joints. This back in like 07, 08, the early
Yeah, but that's just what niggas used to do. Even if you go back and look at T-Rex versus Uncasa, Uncasa was able to spit half of T-Rex's rounds because T-Rex had rapped them shits on the radio like 2 days before that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that was just regular shit though. Like, you know, it wasn't nothing new. But obviously I get now, when you're getting paid money to prepare, it's frowned upon to recycle verses. I get that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no one who is getting paid to do anything should be out there recycling raps.
Yeah, like you're not supposed to be regifting. That's a regift.
I mean, you could spit your verses as much as you want. Who gives a fuck? But if somebody hands you over some paper, you should be able to come up with some new material.
It's almost like doing a feature, and you know you're getting paid for a feature, and you're giving somebody else a verse that you already gave to another artist.
Pretty much, yeah. Because he already gave us a verse by putting it on his mixtape. So
I recently seen a video, another throwback video. J.R. Ryder, he almost got into some shit because he recycled a verse.
Oh wow!
Like they brought him up to Canada, they paid him to do another verse, and then when he got in the room, the dude is playing like the verse that he gave the dude. He's playing the verse that J.R. Ryder spit on another song. And he's like, yo, what is this?
Yeah, right. But that wasn't because, see, he wouldn't have cared if the verse was free. He wouldn't have gave a fuck, but he paid him for it.
Yeah.
You're not paying a nigga just to come in and do some shit you did already.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
That's just how that works. Like, so when you're getting paid, it's different. Like, if it's just on the humble, who gives a flying fuck? You know what I mean? It's the same shit all you want. But if it's a for pay service, motherfuckers want some new fresh material, period. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
So I totally understand that. But you know what it is? A lot of niggas just do so much in this game, it's hard for them to come up with anything new, and the hunger be gone.
Yeah. And that's all I really feel it is for Rex. Like, Rex is just not hungry no more. Like,
nah, well, you've been doing it as long as he's been doing it. But my thing is this. Niggas just need to stop booking him at a certain point. Because when is he going to say no to money?
That's true. That's true.
As much as you don't want to do this shit, sometimes if a nigga just got a few extra thousands just laying around for you to do some shit that you do anyway, shit, why not?
Yeah, for real. That's the same thing that goes for people who still booking Clean paper in 2020. Like, Clean has publicly said on interview, like not no bullshit interview, like on a 15 Minutes of Fame, yo, sometimes I'm going to show up, sometimes I'm just not.
And ever since then, I've never been mad at that nigga for nothing.
You can't be mad. He done told you what it is.
I think a lot of leagues, especially some of the league owners, they feel that they need that name. They need a Rex. They need a Clean paper.
But listen, you want to put your hard-earned money on the line for that?
But you gotta. No. She's right. That's what it is. Niggas don't want to take the time. Niggas don't want to spend 5-6 years putting in the work to really establish their brands. So they want to throw as much money around. Think about how many times you look at a card and you know this nigga not making no money back from this shit. Like, you can look at the card and already know, like, nigga, you're not making this money back.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I've seen some cards from some leagues that I've had to ask you, who was this nigga? Who are these niggas that are throwing this event? Because that
be the thing, niggas, and that be the crazy shit about the world we live in today. Motherfuckers value attention more than money. Yeah. Niggas is literally paying niggas for Instagram posts and retweets and interviews, and niggas like, fuck the money. I just want the look. Like, you out of your fucking mind, nigga. I wish I would.
And the look don't even guarantee you no paper.
Exactly.
Like, you're gonna get the little bit of attention, but there's no guarantee that money's gonna come out of it.
But that would be laughable when niggas, especially when league owners celebrate YouTube views.
Yeah.
Because we know the pennies that come from YouTube views. Like as league owners outside, we know what you're making off of those YouTube views. That you're like you can't even put your kids through college with that shit
at all.
Like
they won't even pay for one class.
Like, and that'd be the crazy shit. Like niggas, like battle rap is full of a bunch of people that dead celebrate shit that they can't even put their kids through college with.
Yeah.
Like that'd be the crazy shit about it. Like so it's like it'd be laughable when niggas try to bring up those kind of sticking points to try to make it seem like they doing something big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, like that shit might work with a lot of other people, but it don't work with me. I know what it is.
But it's as I watched you and him work with the trap, and I compare it to what I see other leagues doing, I'm like, okay, why would they do this, knowing that would be the outcome? Why would they continuously book this person when this man has told y'all, do not book him? And he has a lot of credibility in the battle rap world.
Well, that's because
then people reach out to him and say, yo, we heard your blog, but we didn't think that it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And now they have a situation on their hands.
But that's what I was just about to say. People don't think people don't care about shit until it happens to them.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean? Like it's me and John follow each other on Instagram. So this was something he put out there publicly or some shit that was on public where he was like, the clean paper nigga no showed him 4 times. Well, my nigga, the first 3 times wasn't enough for you? Like
for real.
Like, I mean, it only takes one time for me, even for me. Like if it was me, there are certain people that one time, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
But you know that, but that's and you know what it is to a lot, and I will say this too. Fuck shit has been so normal in this game that people don't even like. They don't even bat an eye to it no more. Like fuck shit is just so common in this game.
Yeah.
That it's like regular. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like it's almost expected at this point. You know what I mean?
So, what did you think about Teddy Riley versus Babyface? Did you even watch it?
Yeah, I did. It was
verses that broke.
I'm gonna be honest.
That broke
about halfway through it. It looked like they both got bored. Cause you got to remember, it's like they two dudes who so used to being in emotion with so many different things that I feel like just sitting there and just pressing play just got so monotonous to them that they got bored. Yeah. Like if you notice at the end, Teddy Riley started jumping up and moving around, and he couldn't even sit there no more. Like,
and you have to also understand this, that was their second time trying to get situation right.
But another thing too, I just don't feel like R&B hit the same. Like that's not for that set. Like to be playing through like phone speakers and it don't have the same effect.
That's a valid point too. That's definitely a valid point. I don't think that goes back to what I was saying though. I feel like it got to a point to where honestly, I swear to God, if you even go back on YouTube and look at the battle, go to like about the halfway point of it. Both of their vibes just was like, yo, they look bored at a certain point. Like, think about it. They're both just sitting there pressing buttons. Sitting there pressing buttons. And once they got to like about the 10th or 15th time of them doing that, they both their energy just wasn't there no more.
And also R&B, it's not, there's no competitive nature there.
Yeah,
it's no type of excitement. Like when you watch T-Pain and Lil Jon, it's like, yeah, nigga, you might have did that, but I did this.
But I got this, right.
Yeah.
R&B don't have none of that. Now, you would have more excitement there if you was to put them two in a club promoted as a grown folks R&B, Teddy Riley versus Babyface. Then you'll have the enjoyment because you know what you're going there for.
Yeah, like a club that has like 2 stages and have one person on one stage, have the other person on another stage.
That's not meant for Instagram Live.
But you know what? It was dope just to see that celebration of Black music that night. It had almost 500,000 people there.
Yeah.
So I mean, and towards the end, the service did get fucked up. There was a lot of people still trying to get into the live that couldn't.
Yeah.
And
I seen Instagram had to make a post like, yo, What was it? It was available on a desktop or
Yeah,
something like
they
that.
said, we're happy that you're enjoying the Teddy Riley and Babyface face-off, but we are experiencing technical difficulties on our mobile apps. It's
There was
still
so many people
available.
trying to get into the shit. You know what I
At
mean?
one
So
point,
I
it was
thought that
like
was
the last time when I checked, when I exited off to do something else, it was like at 489. And then when I went to try to go in, it was like, it kept saying error or something like that. Actually, my
no.
app shut down.
This was the funny shit because when at first on the second go round when they tried to do the rematch, they started off at Teddy Riley's joint on Teddy Riley's live.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
And,
Yeah, they had to switch to
then
baby.
they went to Babyface's live because Babyface was having problems getting on Teddy Riley's joint. So Teddy Riley was like, "Yo, listen, exit out of here. Everybody go to Babyface joint." I'm on this shit looking. When I say my nigga, that shit went from 189K to one person, and I was the only person still left in there. I was fucking dying, B.
Wow.
It was like a mass stampede out of his live to go to Babyface's live.
That's
and
crazy.
but I thought it was just incredible just to see that many people who was in tune to not only black music, but you know that older genre of music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Michelle Obama was in there.
I'm pretty sure. Who?
Michelle Obama was in there.
Yeah. Yo, Barack don't even have an Instagram, right?
No, not that I know of.
Nah, right?
I will. Oh, he probably does. If his wife has one, then he probably.
I know Barack got a Twitter.
Barack.
He should have it, bro.
Oh yeah, he does have one. He has an Instagram. Yeah.
27 million followers. Goddamn.
And he's only following 14. But he has an Instagram.
That's dope. Nah, I mean, like I said, it was just dope to see that celebration of black music and black culture that night. It just lets people know, man, we dominate that space, man.
So who do you want to see next?
Battle?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hearing a whole bunch of different names that could.
I think Alchemist is next. I think Alchemist and
Havoc. That's gonna be crazy. I need
Alchemist and Havoc, I think is next. Which is gonna be fucking crazy.
Unfortunately, that's not really my thing.
No, that's definitely going for the streets. That's gonna be crazy. I thought whatchamacallit was really good too. Not what was the joint they did after? Not the joint before little Scott Storch and Manny Fresh.
Oh yeah,
that where Manny Fresh got obliterated.
You know what's crazy? After a lot of people went back and tallied it up, a lot of people had Manny Fresh winning.
Yeah, I did peep that.
How?
Like when people really went back on the score. Because you got to remember a lot. The thing people were saying was Scott Storch had a lot of co-production joints. That's the way Manny Fresh solo produced a lot of them joints.
Yeah.
All right.
Like Still DRE, he takes a lot of credit for Still DRE, but there was 2 other producers on Still DRE.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So, but I thought it was just a dope night. I thought it was fun to watch because they both got some shit. I thought Manny Fresh's shits was. I thought he had the records there. He just was like placing them in the wrong order.
Mm-hmm.
And I still don't understand why he didn't play Number One Stunner. That shit still has my head fucked up. I don't get how you go through that catalog and not play one of your biggest joints. Number One Stunner.
Let me see. I'm trying to find the list of joints.
Go to title.
No, not on title. That'll slow my computer down like a motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to find at least a picture. You know, people will post the.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about battle rappers' music, man.
Oh man.
What battle rappers you think make good music?
For me right now, K-Shine stepped his game up crazy.
I really can't get Banner out of my head by Calico.
Yeah, you can't get it out of your head because you've seen it live.
Every time I hear him, I hear it played on his Instagram, I'm like, I have flashbacks. It's like PTSD of that night.
You know what? I'm gonna say something that a lot of people not gonna like, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Battle rappers make some horrible fucking music.
Oh no, you're right. This the thing.
K-Sean had some few joints.
Nah, K-Sean last album was retarded. This is the thing. Battle rappers are just now starting to put more effort into their music, just as far as like production and quality. Like, it's not sounding like they go into their man's studio down the block in his crib that he just like set up in the kitchen and are recording. Like before,
I think the only person in the game right now that I think the only person in the game right now that you can really take serious in terms of the music is Sue Surf.
Yeah, definitely. But I actually I took the time to listen out to a few projects. Mav joint was good. His last joint he put out. Rum Project was fire. K-Sean, Surf last joint was fire. So the quality overall in their music is starting to get better. It's not before when it was only like one battle rapper at a time that was making like, decent music.
I think the funniest shit ever, I remember when Shotgun Shook fired his manager because he told him his music wasn't good?
Oh, man.
That was fucking hilarious.
Shotgun Shook fired his manager?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he told him his music wasn't good. That shit was fucking funny.
He's a regular old Trump.
But I mean, hey man, listen, when somebody at some point has to break that barrier, I mean, there's a lot of people, I feel like, listen, look at 40 Cal, man. This is the most attention he done got in years.
Yeah.
So, I think a lot of artists get defeated when it comes to the music and then they get back into battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
But, listen, one thing I've always loved and will forever love battle rap for is that it gives a place for lyricism.
Yeah.
Let's think about it. Majority of these niggas are never going to put out a hit record. And without battle rap, they'd probably just be thumb up their ass up a creek.
Yeah, that's a fact. And but 40, he was never one of them guys that I felt like was trying to make hit records. Like, he was just always on the underground tip, like, just rapping.
No, yeah, salute to 40. Listen, 40, I was there when I was there the day 40 and Dan Boss was about to battle. Yeah, I was there for that.
Okay.
I'll tell that story one day. I was there for a couple. I remember one time 40, was it 40? I think 40 battled 3 niggas one night in the Fight Club for the bread.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were the rounds still 3 rounds and,
There was 60 seconds.
3 rounds, 60 seconds around. He battled 3. No. I'm bugging. That was Cicero.
Oh, okay.
I was there that night. Cicero battled 3 niggas in the Fight Club in one night for the bread and won all 3.
That's crazy.
Because here was the thing, right? Like, this was the thing. Once you got the bread, niggas know you got the money. So now they like, yo, double up on that. That's how it was back then. But a lot of niggas wouldn't do. A lot of niggas would get their money and be out.
Yeah.
Cicero beat the first nigga. I'm not going to say the dollar amounts. I don't know. But he beat the first nigga for the bread. Some nigga come up like, yo, I got that. Put that back up.
Mm-hmm.
He beat the second nigga for the bread. Another nigga, the third nigga was outside. They battled outside the third nigga for the bread. He beat him for the bread.
Wow.
Cicero was a fucking beast in the Fight Club, B.
Where is he now?
Who knows? He matter of fact, he came back to battle rap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he had signed with Game at one point, but that ain't going nowhere. That ain't doing
that was the closest thing to it. You know what I mean? Then
it's crazy how Game lost his record company.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, that nigga has a horrible lawyer.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
That now that you said his name, I was just like, that's really crazy.
Yeah, his legal representation is all the way bad. Like, what the fuck? You lose your shit to an IG thought.
And his last album that he just dropped.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Like, she owns all of that now.
I'm also telling a story one day about when French Montana and Mook was about to battle. I was there for that.
Oh, didn't they have blogs going back and forth?
Well, it turned into that after that. It turned into that.
Oh, okay.
But they
Okay.
was about to battle at the Fight Club one night. I'll get into that one day. It turned into some whole other shit. Niggas was about all kinds of shit. Turned into a Bronx versus Harlem fight. Like it turned into all kinds of other shit. But
Yeah, because French was on the blog talking crazy. Like he called the Mano and all kinds of shit. Like he was
yeah,
calling.
that was after backed up. Them niggas was about to battle at the Fight Club.
Okay. Okay.
How do you feel about French and Jim getting back cool, being cool now?
I mean, if it's genuine, I mean, but you know what? No, I ain't gonna say it's genuine. I believe it's genuine because remember, they shit was only they really never had no real problems. They shit was over Max B.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those two individually never had no real problems with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And once Max already publicly said he don't have no issues with Jim. So if Max ain't got no issues no more, then why would Frank still have an issue?
Okay. Because I didn't know how big it was. I wasn't really familiar with.
Oh no, it was real. Listen. I wasn't there that night, but I was on the phone that night when French and Max literally had 50 niggas outside Jim's studio.
Yeah, a lot of people were about to get touched.
Like literally 50 niggas. 40 Bronx niggas and about 10 Harlem niggas. Now I was on the phone. One of the niggas I knew I was on the phone with one of my mans. He was there. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, so it was definitely getting there. That before Max went to jail, it was definitely getting serious.
Okay.
But once Max went to jail, you know what I mean? I mean, French and Jim bumped into each other a few times here and there, but it was off that. You know what I mean? Then there was another time when Jim ran down on French at a club. I forgot which club it was. One of the clubs downtown. He ran down on French with like 30 niggas. Mm-hmm. They had to get French in the truck ASAP, get him up out of there.
Sheesh.
Yeah, you know, like when they were telling their stories,
mm-hmm.
They're laughing about it, but I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yo, Jim could have probably not been there right now.
Yo, that's when it's real.
French would not be here right now.
Listen, when it's real, it's real. That's just what it is.
Like the way that they were talking, and you know.
And you got to remember, this was a Bronx and Harlem thing, like right across the bridge.
Yeah.
This ain't like it's a Brooklyn and a Bronx thing or a Harlem and Queens thing. This is right there next to each other.
Yep.
So it could have gotten real.
It could have definitely got funky. It could have definitely got funky. You know what I mean? But you know, I'm glad them brothers was able to finally piece that up. I think the only real beefs in hip hop, like real beefs, is Ja and 50. And yeah, I think Ja and 50. That's like the only like real beef.
Do you think that they would do the verses?
No, 50 already curved it. And Ja was trying to call him out for 50 not doing that.
Okay.
Nah.
But I see French is trying to challenge Kendrick Lamar.
Nah, somebody asked him a question and he answered it and he said he felt like his catalog is better. I mean, I don't know what the fuck else he was supposed to say. You know what I mean? But that was it though. But I mean, I don't know. There's literally only one Kendrick Lamar record I like. That's Money Trees.
Okay.
Other than that, you know, by just matter of preference, I would go with French.
Okay.
Because I never really been into Kendrick Lamar like those kind of guys like Kendrick Lamar's, the J. Cole's. I'm not really into what they do. Salute to them. They make that music for that group of people. Mm-hmm. It's never really been my thing.
Yeah, even me, like, you know, I'm open to really like all forms of hip hop, like whether it's like the turn up shit or the backpack stuff with substance, but I can't listen to too much Kendrick or J. Cole. Like they just, I don't know, it's like too much substance. They don't really have enough balance for me.
Yeah, I mean, listen, yo. I'm from the block, man. I want to hear about a nigga stomping out your mama and all that, yo. You know what I mean?
Hey, so.
That's the shit I like to hear, man. You know what I mean? I like the you know what is crazy? I was going through some shit, man. I want to shout out this kid MV, man. That kid MV is dope. He talk that street shit I like to hear.
Mm-hmm.
I think he definitely should get an opportunity in the game. Whoever like pull the strings on that, and they should definitely give young boy opportunity. Yeah. I think he's fired. You know what I mean? And he working. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I like
And
ratchet music too, but I mean, I not all the time. I want to hear something.
no, I ain't say I like ratchet music. I mean, I like, but listen, I listen to more R&B than anything. Believe it or not,
Oh,
R&B is my first love.
Okay.
like battle rap. There are certain battlers that I gravitate more towards. Like I love my Saga, Loso, Street Hymns, A Ward, um,
Disaster.
Disaster sometimes when he's being, you know, the
Like in the
disaster.
Iron Solomon battle.
Yeah, like that
When you got
disaster.
substance and stuff like that.
Or even Chef Trez at times, JC. I don't like your Shotgun Shug variety.
Man, Shotgun Suge might be my favorite battle rapper.
I even like Pat Stay. Pat Stay, he'll joke with you, but then he'll tell you about yourself right there. He'll read you right in front of the room. And you don't
Like,
know what he's going to read you on.
Yeah, Pat
like
Stay's that
Suge definitely probably is one of the kings of the street shit in battle rap.
Yeah.
And I can't, because I'm a civilian, as you said, I can't get with that.
No, but that don't have nothing to do with content. You know what I mean? Like, like I listen. I like fucking I like the Terminator. That don't mean I'm gonna walk outside trying to slaughter everybody. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's content is that's one thing we need to understand. There's a difference between art and reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the problem with a lot of artists is, let's talk about battle rappers for instance. I think one of the biggest problems with battle rappers, this is why we see a lot of this shit in this game, is that niggas write so much of that shit so much that they start to believe it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, niggas, like, if you tell yourself a lie enough, you'll start to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so niggas write that tough shit, that gun busting and all of that shit so much that after a while they really start to believe that that's who they are.
Like what you was just studying a little while ago about that designative disorder.
Yeah, because right now I'm supposed to be writing a term paper on different psychological disorders that people have.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like really mind-opening to see, like, if somebody in battle rap had a traumatic experience, you would see that come out on stage. You would see like 25 different battle rappers and one person on stage.
Well, that's the thing. That's me. I always look at everything from the mental psyche standpoint of it first, because that'll always give you a better understanding of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like when you take an individual who's nobody on his own block, and you put him in a place for the first time in his life where he feels like he's accepted and he can literally create a character for himself and be something that he's not, he's gonna be so into that he's not gonna see nothing else in life. Because this is the one place in the world where he could actually feel like he's somebody. That might be a little bit too deep for most people to understand, but I understand it.
Yeah, it's easy to get. You nobody your whole life. You go on stage, you spit a couple bars, people start to say you're cool. Now all of a sudden you really think you're cool. But when you go back to your block, you getting bitched, you getting sent to the store and stuff like that.
Like, majority of these niggas be nobodies in their own hood.
Yeah.
And you guys can pat yourselves on the back because a lot of these people who I know personally would not be where they are. Some of them got married, because of you guys. Some of them are now doing their own things, having their own platforms because of you guys. You guys really made that character for them. You guys helped them build that character.
Well, I mean, shit, man. Listen, I've always said,
they need to show that appreciation at times.
Nah, but you can't listen. You could never get in. One thing I've learned: niggas don't know how to show love in this game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, niggas don't know how to show love, so you can never expect that. But the work speaks for itself. Like, we can stop doing this Trap New York shit today, and what we've done is etched in the history books of battle rap forever.
Yeah. No matter how much people want to try to delete it or want to try to discredit or whatever, we've done a lot for people.
Ain't no getting around it. Like, there's nothing you could do to say, like, you can't rewrite the history books.
Exactly.
That's in history. That's set.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like at this time, you know, and another thing too, we've accomplished so much so early that everything we do now is like just another notch in the belt.
Yeah.
Like as a small league, we accomplished everything there is for any small league to accomplish probably by our second year.
Yeah.
Like the shit people celebrate now is shit we did 5 years ago.
Yep.
You guys are really ahead of your time. Like,
and that's a fact. That's not glowing. That's not being arrogant. That's not being that's the fucking truth. Like the shit we did years ago is shit niggas is just now celebrating.
Like when it come to having battles with 100K, 200K, we even got a 300K battle on the channel. Going out of town and, you know, different stuff like that. Like we hit a lot of milestones that a lot of these people didn't hit until after we hit them.
Yeah.
Like we did all that. Like I said, there's nothing nobody could tell us because anything you could take off your bucket list as a small league, we've accomplished already. So it's like, what can niggas say at the end of it? Like, really, like, what can niggas say?
And,
like, you know what I mean?
In my own twisted mind, I feel like there's a way we can connect the numbers that Daylight versus Excel did to small league battle rap getting more respect as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that battle did a lot for every small league.
Mm-hmm.
Just even fuck the battle. Look at that event. Look at the people that showed up to that small league event
without us paying a dime.
Right, the same people that niggas now pay to host battles showed up to our event for free.
John had just fought Hollow that day. After the fight was over, he got on Twitter and said, "No mercy, where your event at? I'm pulling up."
That's crazy.
And Hollow was going to come too, and I told Hollow not to come because we don't need them problems there.
Yeah, especially it was like in a Masonic temple. That just like
yeah.
Like you don't want to bring that kind of energy in there.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, that's just, man, niggas can't talk that fly shit to us, man. Like, you know what I mean? All that shit sound good, my G, but they've done that. Nigga, like, whatever you hype about is shit I did. Like, you can't, that's another thing, too. You can't shit on me with my old work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what these niggas really try to do. Like, you can't shit on me with my old work, my nigga. It don't work that way.
You can't tell me the Trap New York fell off and we've done more than you've done in your entire career as a battle rapper. Like,
and look at the niggas who's saying it.
But
like, it ain't like it's like on some G shit, my nigga. Like, it gotta get to a point. I want niggas who really like. I wish like it was niggas like Hitman Holler and niggas like that was threatening you. That would make more sense to me, yo.
That would be fire. I would love that.
But I really hope that, you know, when this whole quarantine thing is over and we can really throw events like you know, maybe bring everybody back. Someone.
Nah.
I'm gonna say this. This is probably gonna be the last topic because I want to get up off of here soon, and we're gonna come back tomorrow with some guests or some shit. But my thing, and Mercy can speak on his position. My position is always, I'm never looking backwards. My thing is always moving forward.
Okay.
Because I've always valued what we do as a development league.
Okay.
So I'm always looking for new talent to develop. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I take pride in taking a Chris Dubs, who nobody had any respect for in this game, and seeing him get his PG battle before a lot of niggas that used to laugh at him.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I take pride in things like that. I take pride in taking J2, a gay battle rapper who nobody otherwise would have any respect for, and having him on an RBE stage.
I'm sorry for laughing. Yo, that line that he said, when I heard it, when he was editing the battle, the first battle that I guess he had on the Trap, when he said that line, I was like, wait, hold on. He said what?
No, but that's just the forward thinking we have. Like, a lot of, like, listen, on some real shit, everything we do is calculated. Nothing is by accident or just happen. Like, everything we do is completely by design.
Okay.
everything.
Yeah.
Like, so, you know, whatever you see us doing, that's exactly what the fuck we want to do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we do things like just for the shock value of it.
Just to see, like, yo, what if we did this?
Just to see if we could do it.
Yo, that was like a crazy line. I was just like, okay.
Like, and in my personal opinion, a lot of people may feel different. I feel like J2 is the hottest gay battle rapper in the game right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was done systemically.
Tayyab Ware says what up?
Tayyab. Oh, that's out of town Yab.
Yeah, he said Peso Mercy, what up?
Shout out to him.
But yeah, so that like I said, we do. Listen, man, me and this nigga, we got a wicked sense of humor, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, out of town Yab is fire. Peso found him, I think.
Yeah, no, KDA did. Salute to KDA.
Oh, okay. He on the live right now. But
Salute to KDA found him. He's dope though. And like I said, anyway, going back to what I was saying though, I take pride. Like I'm not whatever we've done that's in the history books, the XLs, the gyms, the dots, the whoever,
J Murder.
that's whoever you want to name. Salute to them. They all off doing amazing things, not just in battle rap, in life, period.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's been there, done that. I'm never looking backwards. My thing is always forward. So when people be like, bring such and such back, bring such and such back, am I supposed to tell Jim, stop being an amazing father and stop getting all of that money you getting in the real world to come back to battle rap? No, I'm not going to tell him that.
Yeah. If they come to us and they say they want to do something, then we all for it.
Right. Like, I'm not going to tell Ash Cash stop getting movie roles out there in LA and come back and do this battle rap. I'm not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just not where the vision is. They're off and running. Once somebody's off and running, our job is done.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And that's just how I look at it. Mercy might have a different vision on it. I'll let him speak on that.
Nah, I'm pretty much in the same vein, but you know, I'm the one that more so has like the relationships with them. So I'm the one that'll talk to them a lot more than you would. And yeah, there's certain people that express that, you know, they want to come back or, you know, they want to do something. Like me and Murder always talking. Murder definitely want to come back and do one, you know, for the home team maybe once in a while. But at the same time, you know, I know he got RBE that's, you know, holding him down crazy. You know, so I would never want to say, you know, come do this trap battle when he might have an RBE plate that's crazy that he could possibly go do instead of doing, you know, one of
I just did that with Daddy Mason. I actually took Daddy Mason off a card so he could do something bigger.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And Daddy Mason just that, you know, and I fucks with Mason. He just that kind of a nigga where he gonna step to me like, yo, listen, I got this coming up. I'm still gonna do this for you. I'm letting you know. I'm like, nah, you go do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, because that's the purpose of what we do here. Like, this shit ain't built to keep niggas sitting here doing this shit. It's built so you can go do bigger things.
Yeah, you don't want to keep them stagnant in a position and there's no growth.
I mean, I never seen Grant Hill go back and play for Duke.
And it's like, you know,
That's
whenever
true.
you work in a company, it's like working in a company, you want your employees to, in essence, grow, become managers, become supervisors, directors, and, you know.
But the thing is, I think a lot of people need to just understand what type of brand we are.
Yeah.
This isn't the motherfucking Boy Scouts on this side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't one of them kumbaya leagues. Like Mercy ain't gonna go sit at the dinner table with you and your family, and you know what I mean. Like,
for real.
He ain't gonna be at your baby shower. I mean, you ain't even gonna get a chance to talk to me. But Mercy ain't gonna be at your baby shower and at your family cookout. You know, this ain't that league. Like, if that's what you're looking for, and I tell battles all the time, if that's what you're looking for, salute. There's other places you could go and get that. Like, this just isn't the place for that. This is the place for talent development, plain and simple. Like, if you have a burning desire to try to get to that next level in this game, this is the place for you, and we will work with you on that every step of the way.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're looking for that all that other shit, that brotherhood and that allegiance and all of that, that's just not what we do here. And we've never done that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Well, copy that.
Word up, yo. But all right, so we're gonna jump back on this tomorrow. What time tomorrow, Mercy?
We could do probably the same time if you would.
All right, so we're gonna try to get a couple of people on this tomorrow. We're gonna see if we could get dubs on this shit. We'll try to get a couple of people on here, man. So tomorrow at 9:00, man. Make sure what we got on 9:30ish.
Yeah. I think we got on like 9:30. So we could do like around 8 or 9, around that time.
All right, same bad time, same bad channel tomorrow, folks. Peace.
All
All
right.
right. Bye.
All right.